Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I'll be explaining why you are not making sales and why you're having low sales in your dashboard. Because it's a beautiful thing when you go straight to your and you receive notification from your Amazon that your royalty payment notification this. You will know how beautiful Amazon pays every 21st, and some people don't even receive anything, or what they receive is so small. Yes, this is the notification I get from them. So I'm going to be telling you why you have not made sales or why your sales are slow. 5 steps you are to take. Then above all, at the end of this tutorial, I'll be telling you that you can get a Canva Pro account and 2,000 plus keywords and the best niches you can write on, because sometimes doing the wrong thing can lead to no sales. But above all, let's start from scratch. The first thing you want to know is this: anytime you go straight, behave like your customer. What I mean, those guys who want to buy from you, they are from the US market. So once they go to Amazon dashboard, this is how it looks like. So they might be looking for something with no idea in their mind. So they might want to make book. Let's say they want to talk about their kids, they want to talk about their family, they want to talk about their business, their career. It means books, because that is what we do in KDP. For those guys who don't know what KDP is, it means Kindle Direct Publishing. Amazon is the parent website, because in Amazon they said goods and services. So that means the goods you can see here, like the speaker, you can see different stuff all here, and you can see over the side as books. That means you render services by writing books, or you sell product on Amazon. So what Amazon does is to ship your book. So when anybody comes here, is going to first of all go into the search bar. The person can decide to start from this place called Haul, or he can decide to move straight to the Kindle store to search for what he or she is looking for. So that means if it's changed to Kindle book, good. But if it's at all, the person can come here and say is looking for a book called How to Heal Broken Heart. So we're going to search for the How to Heal Broken Heart. Let's say this is what the person search. He has no idea. Now the question is, how do your book comes up? How come this book comes up first? Because that is the first thing you should ask yourself. How come this book is the first book that comes up, and how come this book follows immediately, and how come we have all this? That is what should be in your mind. What will make my book come up first? Because if your book come up on the first page or second or third page, because you can see from here we have 987 result, which means the search volume for this book is good. You can make your book and you will still make sales under this keyword. You can see this is coming up, and this you don't know what this is. This is an extension by Titan. Yes, it's called Amazon Search Expander and Amazon BS Arrow. So you can just search for that and from Google Chrome and add it to your Kiwi browser for smartphone or to your laptop. You don't need Kiwi browser. Above all, now you are thinking like your customer. Now let's go to the first reason which I mentioned here, because I said number 1 is you don't understand the business. KDP is all about giving values. If you don't give values, you will not make sales. Some people just come into Amazon KDP and they're sad at the end of it, and they are confused as well. What do you start from? You must first of all find where you want to major on, because if you go to Amazon and you're searching for any books, if you move down here, you can see Amazon here have different category your book can be in. You can see How to Heal Broken Heart falls under this category called Religion and Spirituality. It falls under Health, Fitness and Dieting, Christian Living, Parenting and Relationship, Emotional Self-Help, Death and Grief. It means this book must be under any of this category. Then that is what you should put in mind, because if you don't know what the business is all about, you will be confused. But you will agree with me that I said something that is very important here. I said, how do you heal broken heart? Because this is very, very key. How do you heal broken heart? This is a very strong keyword. Now, if I come here now and decide to remove this, for example, I'm going to come here now. I'm going to search for heal broken heart. I'm going to search. You're going to see that the search volume is going to change from 900 to a higher one. You can see from here, this is 2,000. trying to tell me, hey, this is how to heal broken heart. This is heal broken heart means it's a very strong, powerful keyword. You can see here, this one has outranked that other one. But if I come here now and write, okay, you can see we have how to heal broken heart. Over here, heal, how to heal broken heart in 30 days. This one is how to fix a broken heart. Yes, that is what makes it. So we're going to go into this book. Let me just clear this off. And let me just reload the Amazon. I don't know why the screen is a bit dark. Okay, so we're going to go into this place and see who really is the owner of this book, because some of us are very confused. We don't know whether it's independent publisher that owns this book, or how do we stay safe on Amazon so that we don't get kicked off, because this is very key. Now, when to see this book, if it's an independent publisher, then we can move on. From here, we're trying to check this program type, 2 hours. You can see ISBN version. I'm trying to find the publisher is Simon, and this is not an independent publisher. This is a company. That means if you try to make name out of this book, out of Fix Broken Heart, your account might get terminated. That means you must be very, very careful when it comes to this. But above all, what is the first thing you do is this number 2 I mentioned here, which I'll be showing you. Number 1 is research. Understanding what you are doing on Amazon is the first thing. Behave like your customer, think like your customer. Anything you're doing, start thinking like them. Now, I want to get out from research. Maybe we want to talk about power. Then it means I'm going to come here and say, I want to talk about business. I want to talk about kids, or anything I want to do. I might say books, story for kids. I'm going to put that there. Now, you can see I just type in the word story for kids, and Amazon suggestion is giving me all this. Okay, I've not gotten, okay, it's going to change soon. You can see we have story projector for kids. That means this is a physical product. Story books for kids means they are trying to expand deeper, because you see when I, in the first search I did how to heal broken heart, and I put broken heart. And you see there are different search results. Now, if we start with story for kids by hitting enter, we're going to have numerous search volume. You can see we have 100,000 result for story for kids. That means this niche, it's very, 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 very saturated. A lot of books have been in this place, but some of us, we are very adamant, or let me just use the word, some of us, we are very, very curious to make money. We just want go in there and just start making a book, story for kids, without even going in. When I mean going in, you have to go inside the niche called sub-niching. You have to keep on going inside till you get what you want. Now we have this. I'm going to put this area inside here. Okay, I'm just okay, I'm going to put space, because I said something very important. I said okay, let me just retype that stuff. My extension is trying to get something, so we're not trying to say search volume. I'm just trying to play faster. So I'm going to put kids, then put space over here now. Then when you put space, you're going to see more suggestion coming out from here. So now I'm going to click on search. Let's just go straight to Amazon.com again, so that we don't waste much time, because sometimes all these are very, 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 very frustrating. So I'm going to click on Amazon.com. It's going to reload itself. Then we're going to type in that same stuff. Then we are going to use more of the suggestion. So you can see we have Amazon for kids. I put space. You can see we have all the listed that was given in this place. So now it means there's a book called Kids Story for Books, Kids Story Books, 5-minute story books for kids. If we are to go with this one, we are going to have a lesser search volume and a lesser competition, depending. That's why I say research is the very most important thing when it comes to making your book. All right, so I just reload that. So now I was saying something, kids. So let's say storybook for kids. That's what you're searching for. You can use uppercase, anyone, storybook for kids, then put space. It's going to keep on suggesting. Let's say you're putting 4 to 6. You can see we have 4 to 6. I'm going to put space again and see if there's anything. You can see book story for kids, paperback, 4 to 6. Let's go with that and see the search volume, because the first time was 200,000. You can see we still have 100,000 search result. That means this is not a right keyword to start making book on. You have to leave this and go on with a very different topic entirely. This is totally saturated. So now let's say you want to get this off. You're going to clear this off. So let's say we'll clear that off. Then we want to go for another different search. Then let me just turn this extension off because it's trying to make this very slow. So let me just turn this extension off. All right, so I'm going to go straight. You can see the extensions here called Titan Pro. I'm going to be turning it off so fast. Okay, not this. Let me see. Okay, this. All right, now let's move down to Titan Pro. I'm going to turn this off because it's giving me some stress. Okay, it's disabled already. So let's just load this and see if we are good to go. All right, now we have that. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we've done that. You might want to leave this and find a way to come out with a beautiful keyword, because if your book does not rank on the number of competitions, your book will be stuck up there and you will never see sales. That's why I told my student, I said, the first thing you want to do is to understand the research process of anything. Let's say you're making a guide for kids, you want to search something for kids. The short take keyword people will be searching for, let's say book for gratitude journal, because I've seen a lot of people want to make this low content book, and you come here and write gratitude, you put in journal. Now you can see, now we're going to search that and see how much the result. You can see here we have a lot of search. We have 4,000 search result. The first one was 100,000, and this is on this one now it's just 4,000. That means this is a bit easier to compete in than the former keyword we are using. Now we're going to narrow down in this place. How do we make our book come out on the first page? I'm going to put space now and see what comes at the end. Now we're going to have more of this search. I don't know why this stuff keep on. I don't want that during this search. Let me just try turn this off totally. I'm going to disable that. We're going to turn it off. Okay, good. I don't want that. Okay, so let's just reload this while we get that. Okay, now you can see we have gratitude journal for women, gratitude journal 2024 for teens and for kids and for women, and all this for adults. Now the major keyword people will be searching for is just gratitude journal, and when you key in there, you can see a lot of searches coming up. From here you can see my daily gratitude journal 365. Sorry, the screen is a bit dark because of the extension we are using. So now we're still moving on, and let me just be fast and reload this because I just turned out that extension. It's only in the research process that I want that extension, but sometimes it can be a bit slow. So you need a very beautiful network if you want to do this. But please don't ever skip the extension research process. Don't ever. Let me just exit this page and key in Amazon.com again and see what's good. All right, later I'm going to sort that out myself and see why it's hanging and trying to make solve my stuff. So we're talking about journal for kids. Let's say our gratitude journal instead. So we're going to say gratitude journal. So we're going to put in there. Then we're going to see in what we have. You can see a lot of beautiful journals all made. It means the competition here might be very tough. We just have 4,000 search results. That means if we decide to come here and say for men and see what we have, the result is going to come better. You can see we have 1,000 search results. We can say for men of, I can say age 60 to 70. Right now you're trying to create your own keyword. Now you can see we are just having 68 search results. Now this is the idea behind keyword. Number one, you have the main stuff. You have this. So if this is what you are working with, now the next you want to check now is this book profitable enough? And let's say the BSR and the bestseller rank of all those people. You can see here, this is a sponsored ad. We're not going to be using sponsored ad. We're going to be using the natural one. You can see the gratitude journal for men. Then this word here, 60 to 70, is not in their age. It's not part of their age. So this one is just a general keyword which is trying to say for men. And you want to come, you want to be under this book. We have gratitude journal for men. You can now add 60 to 70. The same way, gratitude journal for men, 60 to 70. It means your book is going to start performing under this. You can see from the subtitle, we have 90 days of mindfulness and reflection. That means one thing about keyword is this. The keyword should either appear in your title or your subtitle. That is it. That's why you see some people, they can just make anything and just call the title men's happiness as the title. Then at the subtitle, they are going to put 90 days gratitude journal for men, 60 to 70. That is the idea about understanding search result. Now, if you want to check this rank, you can see this is 78,418. And when you calculate this one should be making sales every day and every day. Yes. So now, and the most beautiful thing is you can do it so easily. But let us spend time. Now you know what this is. And going inside, which I call sub-niching. Let's go to the second one because the total number are 5 I'll be telling you about. So now the second one I want to talk about is number 2. All right. So we've talked about number 2. We're going to number 2. It's called book details. Your book details really makes your book sell. Sometimes you're done with your research. The next thing you want to check is called the book details. Let's go to KDP dashboard because I think that's very important. I'm going to leave this now so that we can compare something. I'm going to come here and say kdp.amazon.com. Now, this stuff is going to come. I'm going to just put my screen forward so that I can go straight to bookshelf. I don't want to expose my book, so I'm going to come here to create. So I'm going to click on create. Then we're going to create. Then when it shows create, I'm going to zoom the screen back now so that you can see. Over here, you can start with paperback first, or you can decide to start with your ebook. So I'm going to click on create ebook. I'm trying to explain this thing called book details. What some people don't understand about this is they don't make use of the first place. The first place of your book on Amazon KDP is what determines if your book will sell or not. I'm telling you this. It's called Amazon metadata. Metadata is what the algorithm use to prioritize or place your book or rank your book. So that is why we have the first thing here called English. So if you're doing it in Spanish, ensure you change to the desired language you felt like using. Then the second one is the book title. Book title is very compulsory and it must be on your paperback. But when it comes to subtitle, you can write anything here, and in your paperback you can have different word because this is optional. So Amazon make use of your book title. What I mean is this. Now if you come here now and you have the daily journal for men, you can see this is the title. You can decide not to put this 90 days because if you zoom through this book, you will see this is not having the subtitle. This does not have the subtitle. So the title is the most important stuff that must be in your book cover. You can decide to write any jargons you feel like adding to this book. It's your choice. You can decide to add this 90 days. But mind you, as I'm saying, you can see this book. If you check this corner at this place, just watch over here. You can see that the publisher here is Rock Ridge Press. You can read from there. That means the Rock Ridge Press should be a trademark. You should be careful when making books that are made by companies. If we move around here, let's see. This is made by Create Independence. Okay, this is an independent publisher. You can make a book that look like this. Start with gratitude. You can say end with gratitude as your name, and your book will not be at fault. That is one thing. So this is start with gratitude. You can make end with gratitude. Let's see this one here as well. So, but above all, let me see what we have here. This one is manufactured at the Christian Journal & Co. You must be careful when making book like this. So now we have this. We talk about the book title and the subtitle. This is the first two things Amazon want to use to place your book on the rank. That is why you must be very, very careful. Your book title you can call your book title. Let's talk about the journal. You can say Men's Joy and Happiness. You can see over here now, this does not even talk about. Your book. But you must be careful somebody does not have this name you are using. Because if someone have this, you are gone. When I mean you are gone, your book will be terminated. Let's say that's the title you want to use. You must key in there and see if there's anything called Men's Joy and Happiness. If there's nothing like that, you can move on. You can see there is nothing like that. How do you know there's nothing like that? You're going to press Ctrl F, or you're going to find. I'm going to put that Men's Joy and Happiness. You can see it's only ranked here and here. It can't be found in this book anywhere. So Men's Joy and Happiness cannot be found. Exact match cannot be found, or the exact phrase. That what makes your book safe. Now you can now come here and now decide to say daily gratitude, okay, gratitude journal for men 60 to 70. You can decide to make it this way. That means over here you can now add meanings, trying to tell them what the book does for you to help live a better life. But if you don't want to ask 60 and 70, you can decide to leave that and you move down. Over here, you can decide to create series. If you don't know how to create series, check my channel there. You will see how to create series. There is a link there. Or creating series is very easy, and I explain the importance of creating series. Please watch that so that you can enjoy the benefit of series. Then at this place, the author name, just put your author name. Then at your description, describe your book, what it does. Stop beating around the bush. Describe. Two ways to describe your book is to tell the person what the book is made up of and what they will gain from the book. If there's any gift, you tell the person there is gift. So let's see 1 year and see this book. Happiness is a choice you make. Let's say this book has been good. This book has been ranking for the long time now. You can see the page here is 272 page, but mind you, it doesn't matter how many page. If your book gives value, people don't count page. Then we're going to check here and read more and see what the person and extraordinary looks. Please never had bestseller in your description. Sorry for you if you try that. Your account is gone. So we're going to read that. In 2015, when the award winning days, happiness is a choice. This no more story. You can make your own better. Stay time and generate a better description. Stop generating with just AI. Even what you make with AI, please ensure it's human. When I mean human, it's emotional appealing, it's beautiful, it's well crafted and all this. So ensure it's human. So let me just round this book detail stuff. Then when you're good, you can talk about this. You can select your age if you feel like. Then ensure this is here. Then in your category, this is very, very important. Very, very important. When choosing your category, ensure your book is placed on the right place. Some people don't know how to find category, and I'm going to show you how to find category. So for you to find category, what you're going to do now is to just move on to this place and search for let's just say category finder. We have Titan. Okay, let's just put Titan category finder. I'm going to click on enter. Then you can see we have this. You can decide to use this category finder, or you can just search for KDP book category finder, and they will tell you where your book should form. Where your book should be placed. Let's say this book, I want to place it on a good category. I don't know where to do. The first thing I want to try is the self-help. Amazon will always suggest where your book should be. Now from here, we're going to go one step backward. Let's just go one step backward. Then I'll tell you where this book category is without even using category finder. Now you can see this book fall under Christian livings, religion and spirituality, happiness, self-help, politics and social science, women fashion. But the most important one here is this, which is Christian living. To make it better, I can decide to come here and change it to Kindle store and see where this book really fall in the store. So now we have that. A lot of things going to change. You can see from here. We have okay, we don't have a better one, so let's just leave it at all. I think that all is even preferable than just having this one we just chose. Okay, from here now, let's say we still at the Christian living. Okay, Christian living, religion and spirituality. That means I'm going to come here at the Christian living. Let's go to religion and self-help. At the self-help, I'm going to come here at the self-help. You can see we have just this journaling, memory improvement, spirituality and stuff, all this. Then if you don't want that, you're going to add another category. For you to add another category, we are going to come to Christian living. And for you to get Christian living, you're going to come to religion and spirituality. Then at religion and spirituality, you can keep on going into subcategory. Then you can see Christian Bible and let's just see Christian Bibles, Christian books and Bibles. Then over here, we can come here now. You can see we have Christian living, Christian fiction, Christian denomination and sections, Catholicism, we have education, we have history and all stuff. If you've placed your book in 3 categories, then you can move on. And please never place your category in a category where your book is not appreciated. Your book will never do well. Yes, and I advise, please always go down and into some sub-niche, subcategory is very important than just putting it in a general category, so that your competition will not be high. Then the next you want to check is the most important place, which is called the 7 backend keyword. This is other word you think people will be using to search that. And for me to get that, I'm going to come here and just click journaling for men. Let's just write journal for men. You can see this is what people are using to search. We have journal for men with prompt. You can see other search you can have. Yes, you can see vibe journal for men leather, journal for men blank. Yes, journal for men sobriety. All these are what people are using. So you can find the first one that relates to your book. If I want to pick this now, if I want to pick my back end keyword, I'm going to pick Christian journals for men. journal for men and women so that my book can come up. Then gratitude journal for men. I can pick this. I can still move on and see. Okay, workout journal is not part of my book. Journal for men Christian. These are what people are searching for. I'll add them to my keyword, and I have my 7 back-end keyword ready. I just give you an expo. It's very simple. Just ensure you have that. If you put space here, then it's going to change and bring more other stuff that you think people are searching. You can see from here. So that is one way to fill that. Then now you're done with this. Your metadata is correct. Then there's remaining just 3 more to go, and you're good. Now you've done with your book details. Then we want to go to number 4, which is this, which is called your book should rank. If your book does not start ranking, sales is almost impossible. And for you, a book to rank, there are certain conditions that must be met. Number 1 is people should be able to get your book, or you must give your book time. When I mean give your book time, that means you patiently wait for your book to stay on the dashboard till that keyword has been searched on. Because sometimes your book can take like a month to rank. So if you come to the marketing, let's just continue without saving. You can see in the marketing, we should have campaign. Some people run campaign for their books, so their book will start selling fast. Some people add it to KDP Select so that people can start reading their book for a tiny amount, like some cents, and their book will start ranking. Another one some people do is to try the free promotions. When I mean free promotions, it means people will be able to get your book for some percentage of amount. Free promotion is very simple. So about the free promotion, you can decide to give your book, for some amount of money, for free. So people can read your book, and secondly, your book will receive review. And when they get review, your book will start ranking. That is just 2 ways, I think. It's either you run hard or you are patient enough to wait for your book to start ranking for that keyword search. That keyword you are targeting, then, or you can better still run the free promotion, as I've said, or enroll it on the Amazon KDP Select. Mind you, if your book is on KDP Select, people will be able to read your book pages for some amount of some tiny cent. So ensure you choose wisely. Like me that make the version, I was not wise enough then. I think I was putting my book on KDP Select, and I'm talking about 1 year book. You know how funny it is. Is I enrolled my book on KDP Select, and my book was a devotion for 90 days. I never thought of it. It means someone will open my book and just read for that day and zoom off. The next day, the person will just come, read for the second page and zoom off, and I am losing. Many of my books were that. I thought that is why I say be careful when enrolling your book in KDP Select. Now we've talked about book ranking. I've told you about time is book. And after making all this and you follow these rules, you've targeted a keyword. Then the next thing we want to talk about is this, which is called quality and quantity using the 4-in-1 rules. Yes, this is very, very beautiful. Quality is very important, and quantity, it's very important. Someone telling you, I have 4 books in my dashboard, I'm making 100. Yes, sometimes you just need like 50 books for your book to start doing well. Sometimes you have to try 10 books for your book to start doing well. But I talk about something that should cut your heart, which I say using the 4-in-1 rules. 4-in-1 rules, you can see. It will say journal 4. Let's just say journal 4. Journal 4. Now you can see we have journal 4. You can see we have for women. We can see we have for girls. We can see we have for kids. You can see we have for teen girls. You can see we have from age 8 to 12. You can see we have all kinds. That is it. If I put space now, we can see more. If more options will come, though I don't know. So that is why I talk about the 4. For example, you want to make journal for men. Don't just stop there at journal for men. And don't just group the name. Instead, it's wise enough to say journal for men, the first book you are making, under that same, you can decide to use same pen name or different pen name. But it's advisable you use different pen name. The reason why I say you use different pen name is when people come there, they might just say, oh, this author, I don't like this author. This author did not do well. They want to buy the second book. But if you know you are good with the first one, then you can decide to use one pen name. You get, because if one review each one of your book, they might just target your pen name and your name, the author name, and decide not to buy anything from that author. That is why you must be careful. So that's why I talked about the 4-in-1 rules. So make 4 books targeting one keyword by just making the long tail keyword. So if you're doing for men, do for women. If you're doing for women, do for boys. If you're doing for boys, do for teens. If you're doing for teens, do for girls. All this, you already have quantity. One quality book in different forms of quantity. I believe this is helpful and you just understand. So smash the subscribe button right now and the like button. Drop a nice comment if you know you are following and you're enjoying this tutorial as well. Then the final thing we'll talk about is the last one, which I think is important. But before I open this, have you subscribed to my channel? Thank you for doing that right now. Please turn the notification bell, and I want to see you on my DM so that we can have conversation one-on-one and talk. Yes, so that I can see your progress. I can talk with you as a friend, and if you subscribe, God bless you for that. Then finally on this, we have pricing. Some of us will want to price our book like, I don't know what to call it, but trust me, people will not check for price if your book starts receiving review that A wants. Yes. So let's say we're talking about these journals for devotional journals for women, or depending whether it's a travel guide or a cookbook, because in one of my tutorials I talked about how you can make cookbook, how you can get picture for your cookbooks without getting copyright issues. I explained it is on my channel. There's a lot of things you can benefit from my channel, and I invite you play along and see what's there. Now you can see, let's say the pricing. This paperback is 4. This one is 6. This one is 7. This one is 9. But the one of 4, let's just see, this sponsored 3 review. This one 26 with 5 stars with high amount. This one paperback 9, 48. I don't know how this one has been the keyword the person targeted in his ad, but want to go down to a normal one and see. You can see from here the one that is not sponsored is what we are looking for, because a lot of people are running sponsor ad. That is why low content book, if you are working this, you have to check how many people are running sponsor ad and how you can make sure your book appear in the first, second, third page. Trust me. And most time you think because your book is not on the first page, your book will not sell. It's a lie. Let's say at the second page, if you go to the second page, there are books that are still doing well in this place, but they all form in different category. So if your book is placed in different category, your book will do well. You can see this book fall under Christian living, worship and devotions, Christian Bible and reference, theology, journal writing, self-help. You can see all the books here are still doing well. Yes, the different price, you can see this one with paperback 14. I will just say your effort determines how much you want to price your book. Stop underpricing your book and overpricing your book. Ensure you're in the average. If people are doing 4 and some are selling 9, you can put your book at 7. You can put your book at 6. You can decide to leave your book at 8, or you can put it at 10, because trust me, people that buy Lamborghini buy it not because it's expensive, but because of the status quo it's going to give them. People just want to feel good. So, and we have this perception that when something is expensive, it's a good stuff. So that is the idea about it. So having a recap before you come to my DM to get a Canva Pro and these 2,000 keywords you can just put in there and you get a good keyword with low competition. Then you can DM me immediately. Don't forget what we said. You don't understand your business, and I believe you now understand what KDP is all about. It's all about giving services, rendering services, and getting money for it. Don't be sad when you've not made sales. Take all the steps I've given you and sales will start coming. As I've said, the first one here is research. The second one here is book details. The third one here is book ranking. And one thing I didn't tell you about, which is the final one I think, is your book cover. Please, your book cover, whether you like, make a very good cover, and you don't have the right research, you will still not do well. But some ask whether should you use what it is to call this as mock-up, or should you do mock-up in your book, or you should just use a plain book cover. Because if I come here, I'm going to do one test right now. Me and you are going to do one test. You guys watching, I want us to do this test. What will make you buy anything from this? Now you can see these book covers. What will make you, which one will you want to pick? You can see this is so bold. This one has something trying to tell you your mind. This one is trying to make you think. You can't make me fall. You can see all this. The image you use must be free from copyright. Mind you, it must be free from copyright. Be careful. Don't just use the exact image here. Or alter the image. If this image, like, you can cut it and replace it with another element, This text here, text does not have copyright. Then the haste, you can see this is just a bold keyword explaining the chapter. You can move here. This is a spirit trying to tell someone who has been manipulated. These are all good one mindset. So find a very good book cover depends on what title you are targeting, and you are good to go. But ensure your book cover speak boldness and clarity. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. And I believe you enjoyed this video as well, and I believe you subscribed to my channel. Thank you. Be patient enough and pray for your business, and you will have multiple sales. I'll see you in the next video I'll be making, because I'll be talking about how you can make coloring books, yes, for kids, so that in case you feel like making coloring books, you can just enjoy the benefit and you're not paying for the coloring books, because I found out a way you can do that without even getting copyright. So I'll see you in my next video as well.